How do we get rid of those demon dogs?
I don't know. This is the feature presentation.
Castaneda, I didn't know this was going to be a musical.
Jorge Mondragon, he must be playing the monster.
No, it's the mummy. Robot?
Yay!
Versus the Aztec Mummy?
Boo! Alfred Salazar. He's a boxer, isn't he? Garcia de Leon. Fountain of Youth guy?
No. I do think Jose Lijo is the inventor of that cream sandwich, though.
Oh, okay.
The Lijo. When in Mexico, visit Calesa Studios.
But don't drink the water.
This movie is the producer's answer to Montezuma's Revenge.
When in Coral Gables, Florida, visit Sound Lab, Inc. and visit our glass-bottom boats.
When in San Fernando, visit Manuel.
And tickle his belly.
Tickle his belly. He'll shake his leg for you.
Nice title card painting, don't you think?
Yeah. What is that? Kind of a mummy? Mom mummy.
Must have taken minutes.
Mr. Mummy.
How far can the human mind penetrate the mysteries of the great beyond?
13 feet 4 inches, 1920
This
Olympics.
picture is based upon an extraordinary experiment carried out by Doctors Hughes and Tooney of the University of
Francis,
Los Angeles. There is no doubt as to its authenticity.
Except for our own
Testimony
doubts.
of people participating in the experiment, sworn to by a notary public, preclude the possibility of any fraud. This picture is a combination of factual data mixed with fiction.
Sort of like the Iran-Contra affair.
Mexico. This is the city. My name is Friday. I carry a badge. I don't need no stinking badge.
This is a real car. The people, however, are fictional. Their acting, however, is bad. Real bad.
Real slow, too.
These are two guys with hats.
I'm coming. Just a minute.
Hold on to your shorts.
I'm coming.
My legs are old, my teeth are gray.
Don't leave. I'm coming.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
Sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Good
Dr.
evening.
Diaz, Dr. Esther, what a pleasure to have you
Dr.
here.
Kildare, Dr. Scholl,
I
Dr.
hope you're
Pepper.
feeling well.
Very well, thank you. And you?
The same old laborers, always working.
Trying to find new ways to help patients die painlessly.
Funny.
Please don't joke. But won't you come in? My husband is in there waiting for you.
Home this evening.
It's no trouble, Doctor.
We're delighted. Who'd complain? At having the opportunity of visiting with such a beautiful young lady as your wife, Flora.
Flatterer.
Isn't
How
that
are you,
Floyd the
Pinky?
barber?
Fine, Doctor.
Please sit down, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hey, not everybody sit with their spread out. Come on.
Oh, Floyd gets the comfy chair.
Esther, I've taken the liberty of calling you here because I think it's time I revealed something very serious.
Let's hear it then.
My underwear is 100 years
It's
old.
about the Aztec breastplate and the bracelet, gentlemen.
How's that?
I put them on at night
Why,
and
the whole
dance.
thing was forgotten long ago. It's a closed book, Doctor.
And that's exactly what I thought, too. But things have happened lately that I think you two should know about. My friends, be patient and allow me to tell you a story.
We can't.
Although you already know part of the history, there are some things that you ignore.
Like you?
I think the best thing to do is to begin at the beginning.
I think that's begin
You
to
both
begin.
recall, do you not, that occasion years ago, 5 to be exact, when we held a convention on psychiatry in this city. I attended and gave a talk on the results of my studies related to the regression of a patient to a past life through the use of hypnosis. My theory was greeted with amazement and incredulity
I
by
should
the
have
members of
opened
the
with a
convention.
joke.
Among others attending that day were you, Dr. Esther,
Floyd, the barber.
and you, Dr. Diaz.
Of course,
You
Tennessee
both
Ernie
had come
Ford.
with Dr. Krupp.
And the evil
My
Judge
theory
Robert
was
Bork.
made the subject of ridicule, and I left the convention bitter and defeated.
Same as always.
I got to the house feeling unsure of these ideas. I'd been squelched. But I just couldn't accept the other opinions of my
You ever
theory.
been squelched, Joel?
I was sure they could be proven. That night, Flora offered to undergo a hypnotic test.
She became
was fully
Fauna, my
aware of
little
the
house
danger of
plant.
the experiment.
Hey, it's Betsy Ross, you guys.
Assisted by her father and
In a
by
cameo.
Kate, I hypnotized her. During her past life, Flora had lived among the great peoples of the Aztec. She told us such strange things, amazing things.
Naughty things.
Far back in those ancient years, her name had been Xochi. She was deeply in love with a brave and high-born warrior called Popoka. Their
They
love
had a
was so
mad
strong
posh
that it
for
did not answer
hats.
to reason. So they decided to run away, even though it was her sacred duty to preserve her maidenhood and be sacrificed to the god Tecatlicopa.
The god of
They were
decaffeinated
discovered
coffee.
by the tribal priests.
They prepared hearty soups and broths and forced them on their guests, for they truly knew how to handle a hungry man.
This is chicken noodle soup that I let steep all day in the sun. It's like sun tea.
Better than borscht,
Yep.
for your good health.
See, Mommy's drinking it. Num, 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 num. Open up. Here's the steam shovel. Hot, hot.
Nothing like a hot steam shovel.
Get you going in the morning.
As punishment, the warrior was buried alive, and an eternal curse was placed upon him.
Then things got bad.
And then Zamfir, master of the pan flute, played. But that didn't last long.
As part of her punishment, she was submitted to the dreaded binocular joke.
Then Ethel Merman opened with a song.
Oh, this is horrible.
Kind of like fingers on a chalkboard.
Stop that.
That's better.
Peeling the chrome off my body. Mazzola con goodness.
Hey, it's a Peruvian Allstate representative.
He's stoned.
The ceremony lasted well into the night.
What a party.
I've got rhythm in my diodes.
Let's see, now what can we do with her hair? Well, we could give her a swinging bob, or, oh, she's scheduled to die. Just give her a blow dry and a rinse.
It doesn't seem fair that they tease her hair right before she's killed.
Teasing's always bad.
This has got to be one of the most boring rides at Disneyland. You realize that, you guys?
Aztecs of the Caribbean?
How low will she go?
Then she was bent at the waist.
Hey, watch your hand, buddy.
Kind of looks like Dirty Dancing, doesn't it?
I've reached the end of my life, and I'm waiting for the knife to fall.
Hey, look, it's the Jets. What's he saying?
He's saying, live fast, die young, and leave a good-looking corpse. That was years before James Dean even existed.
Xochi, she was adorned with the bracelet and the breastplate, which were engraved with hieroglyphics, indicating where the Aztec treasure was hidden. Then they cut out her heart, but as she began to regain consciousness, in the exact moment I came to the end of my little experiment, she struggled and began to shout. Flora had a terrible attack of some kind, and her blood pressure dropped to such an extent that we were afraid she might die. But a couple of weeks later, we discovered that Dr. Krupp, a man who had suddenly become a dangerous criminal in the underworld, had been there spying during my experiment. The experiment had been a complete success, but since we realized that no one would believe us unless we could come up with absolute proof,
We decided to search in the
for the
basement.
breastplate,
I couldn't wait to show them my bumper pool table.
Flora acted as
And
our
my
guide.
fine selection of jams and
We
jellies
discovered
and
a hidden
compotes
passage
that I had
in
laid
the
up.
Pyramid of Teotihuacan.
Flora, our guide, was tied to my waist so we wouldn't be separated.
Why Floyd brought the beaver, I don't know.
Oh my, there's a light.
We're thinking of expanding this whole thing.
Making a rumpus room.
For our rumpus.
And speaking of rumpuses, there's Flora.
Right foot, right, left, right.
We'll have this blocking down in no time.
Suddenly, there it was. My 6-sided bumper pool table.
I think a swag lamp here and a beaded curtain would really brighten the place up.
Once a jolly swag lamp waited by the billabong.
There was no denying it. We were walking in a circle.
Professor, I think we're up against a dead end.
It can't be possible. The Aztecs wouldn't build a secret passageway just to have it end up for no rhyme or reason.
Not the kind of Aztecs you're used to dealing with.
It's a cul-de-sac.
Professor, it sounds hollow.
Well, stop knocking on my head.
But it's so thick that it's senseless to try to break through.
My head? Or the wall?
I'll push.
Pinkate, lend me a hand, please.
Not that hand, your clean hand. Oh, that was your clean hand.
Helps if you grunt.
Flora, come on.
We jarred it open.
Go ahead, Beeve.
It's the same set we were on before.
It's the Phantom of the Opera. Ouch!
This must be a little room beneath the pyramid.
Yes,
Good.
but I know it isn't the temple. Look what I found! Come here!
A laundry chute.
What is it?
It looks like a well.
Well, I think it's an air shaft, but undoubtedly it will lead us somewhere.
Probably to the temple.
Maybe the air.
Well then, what are we waiting for?
No doubt it will advance the plot.
Come on.
Thin as it is.
Women, children first. I'll stand here and hold the flashlight.
Remarkable. It was the neighbor's basement. Once again, I could use their VHS without them knowing. We shoved everybody through the little hole.
After descending several flights of stairs, we suddenly encountered the hair-raising face of the god Tecatlicopa. We had reached the lower temple and the Aztec tomb that Flora had mentioned.
And the lighting was good. You could shoot a scene here. Lights, please.
There we came across the skeleton of what had once been Xochi. On the
Buffalo
chest
chicken
with a
wings.
solid gold breastplate.
Xochi, this is horrible to think I was she.
But you're you now.
You know, we're the first persons to break in here.
The other people used the door.
It's a world that slumbered all these years and begins to awaken now. We've found what we wanted so badly.
The sump pump.
No, Edward. Don't do it.
Do it, Edward, do it!
There's a Tootsie Pop still in his mouth. They
It's
really
Kojak.
last a long time.
The head should really screw right off.
This'll look swell in my office.
Now at last I'll be able to demonstrate this to my colleagues and prove my theory.
It's simply amazing.
Simply.
Just a few days after I got the breastplate, I asked you all here, including Dr. Krupp, as you'll recall.
Certainly. I'd say that it was the greatest experience of my life.
And mine, too.
Me too.
You must also recall that I
I'll
said
buy
that
into
I'd
that.
study the breastplate and that I'd try to decipher
Thrilled.
the hieroglyphics and see what they meant. Since I knew that the message would tell how to find that hidden treasure.
Yes, but I remember your telling us that you also needed the bracelet.
Exactly, Doctor. One object complemented the other.
They're an
Without the
ensemble.
bracelet, it was simply impossible to decipher the code. So I decided to go back for it, in spite of the Aztec curse that surrounded it.
He who defiles the tomb of the Aztecs and finds the sacred plate will run the risk of death and his family as well, until the breastplate is replaced.
And get big buck
I
teeth.
depended upon the help
What is
of my
he, Rod
father-in-law
McEwen?
and of my
Lights.
good friend Dr. Pincate. So once again, the three of us got together and returned to the tube.
This time loaded out of our
When
minds.
we reached there and I was just about to pick up the bracelet, my father-in-law stumbled on something and called my attention to it.
Ow.
Look here.
I stumbled on something.
It's my foot. It's attached to the bottom of my ankle. Boy, were we drunk.
It's an Aztec IUD.
Look there. Doesn't that grave belong to Popoka?
Yes, according to the legend, it does.
In that case, where is he now?
It was Scatman Crothers. Hey, this one says flush twice. The cafeteria's a long way off.
What's that? Guys,
I thought you said we were the first ones here.
hey, zip 'em up, man. Someone's coming.
We heard a
Me
strange shuffling noise.
and
It was
my
coming in our direction.
shadow.
And then out of the darkness appeared the ghastly and terrifying Popoka. The Aztec warrior had come back to life. Come back to life to retrieve the objects that had been left in his care for eternity.
Parrot Boy.
Let's
put out the
I'm
lights.
not
I
an
have an idea.
animal. I'm a Aztec Mummy.
Turn them off again. Lights again.
It's a floor
Better
show.
run, I'll follow you.
It's a lovely singing voice.
This guy's got a big career in showbiz.
That really hurt.
Well, juggling's not in his routine.
PK!
Guys, help me. He's giving me a snuggie.
Professor, help me! Whoa, pull me faster!
A triple wedgie from a mummy.
To be
Lights.
perfectly frank, I thought my time had come. If it hadn't been for my friends, I'd have been torn to pieces.
It's incredible. A mummy comes back to life after hundreds of years in a sepulcher.
Dr. Diaz, you have my word of honor that the story I have been telling is the truth.
Okay, mixed with a little fiction.
Popoka,
Okay, I'm lying
as
my
I
butt
told
off.
you, was punished because he loved young Xochi. His curse was to guard the priceless bracelet as well as the golden breastplate. To do so for all eternity.
Or 100,000 miles,
Under
whatever
this
came
terrible
first.
curse, his poor soul would never find repose.
Continue, Edward.
Well, the bat on many occasions
Pick
gotta
me up,
get
I'm
out of here.
stuck.
steal these objects that had found.
Let's go.
Time passed
I need
rapidly.
to mop in here.
Right.
I thought the whole business had been forgotten. But I found that the Aztec curse still followed us. One night, the mummy came to this house to get his treasure pieces. And he kidnapped Flora. tied her to the sacrificial
let's
stone
go.
where the skeleton of Xochi had lain for centuries. And
Tie
placed
a
the bracelet
sleeping
and the
Flora
breastplate on
around
her.
the altar stone. Hey.
Obviously, the mummy intended to make history repeat itself. He was going to cut out Flora's heart and offer it to the god Tecatlicopa. The three of us rushed to the pyramid to try to rescue Flora. And we stood transfixed for a moment at the scene we saw. The mummy was standing next to the stone. He was holding a knife high in his right hand. I jumped to the floor and luckily was able to hit the blade with a bullet.
Bull.
It lunged at me and its enormous hands got hold of my throat. Life was leaving me rapidly when Flora's father suddenly held a cross up in front of its face.
Which was odd because he was Jewish.
To hold the mummy at bay while we freed Flora. In a frenzy, we untied her and got her away from the stone. And then the professor ordered us to get her out of the pyramid.
Get out of the pyramid.
His tone was so adamant and I was so concerned for Flora's safety that we obeyed him blindly. But when we got out, I realized that he hadn't followed us. And I
Floyd's
decided
out.
to go back
Thank
for him.
God.
Oh, what about Opie?
In that very instant, a tremendous explosion
Oh.
shook the pyramid.
Yes. Oh, explosion. Yes.
The professor had given up his life in order to save ours.
And his
The
career.
mummy had stayed under tons of boulders and the bat had been sent to prison. Of course,
The
we thought
bat?
the whole business had come to an end. But it didn't happen that way.
Who's the bat?
The bat, who is really the infamous Dr. Krupp.
Oh.
He broke out of jail. In his mad determination to get my treasure, he kidnapped my daughter and Flora and then hypnotized her.
Do tell us the rest, my friend. Then what happened?
In this state, she took the doctor to the Aztec tomb. He immediately located the mummy, taking the breastplate and the bracelet. Well, Krupp called me on the phone not too much later. I was ordered to go there and decipher the hieroglyphics to enable the demon to locate the treasure.
And you agreed?
Can't you see that I had to obey? To save my wife who had been kidnapped by the doctor and my little girl.
But there's another thing that you should know.
He
It'll
needed the
surprise
Aztec
you to hear
treasure
that
for a
Krupp
spot
once
on
said
his wall in the
that
rec
he
room.
needed that Aztec treasure to work on an experiment. He also said that the experiment, of course, was costly.
Now you know how I was forced to do it. I went to Krupp's laboratory and began to decipher the hieroglyphics. Tens of those criminals' lives were in grave danger. Our only hope was that the mummy, guided by unknown forces, would be able to find Dr. Krupp's hideout just the way he had found my house on a previous occasion.
He could call
I
information.
dragged the thing out as much as possible, but the moment arrived when I could stall no longer. I finished it. That's fine.
Let's see
I
here.
hope you'll
We
keep
the
your promise
people
now and
of...
set us all
Hey,
free.
this'll never work.
Oh, yes. You know what to do now, don't you, Bruno?
Start a victory garden?
Have a bake sale?
Support Radio Free Europe?
Collect shiny things?
Buy bonds where you work or bank?
Get a gun? Get a gun. That's a good thing.
He always resorts to violence.
Just what are you going to do? Murder us?
No, I'm going to kill you.
You unscrupulous pig.
Mommy's home. Now you're going to get it.
Bullets bounce right off.
Or go right through.
Doesn't really matter. Yeah, keep shooting, Bruno. It's gonna work, really. Beautiful.
Oops. Right where it hurts.
On the floor.
He's wearing a smoking jacket, you guys.
I'm out.
Whoa. There's some furniture he missed.
I saved the beaver. I saved Flora.
Look out.
Come on, Beav. Let's go check this out.
They seem stunned.
No! Doctor, help me! Can't you hear? No! Help me!
Yeah, you're first on our list of people to help.
Please help me! Help
The mummy
me!
realized who the criminals were and settled accounts with them. Then, when he saw the doctor trying to escape, picked him up like a rag doll and threw him into a pit full of rattlers.
Every good laboratory has a pit full of rattlers. Would that be a bad touch?
Yeah, I think so.
We were tired, but it was a good kind of tired.
Mummy's done cleaning.
Afterwards, with the breastplate and the bracelet in his hand, he slowly shuffled away into the darkness and soon was lost from sight. I'll never forget the strong affection I had for Flora's father. Such a kind man whose intelligent advice brought about our salvation.
And the mummy went back to the pyramid?
No, he had 2
No.
nights at the Copa.
The explosion destroyed his temple. He had no reason to go there.
In that case, can't you tell us where he is?
Permit me to continue.
Hey, it's your
All
movie.
these tragic happenings couldn't go unattended. So I went to the police, and they heard the whole story. Then I returned to Krupp's hideout, accompanied by the chief of police and a couple of his men. You can imagine our surprise when we discovered the place was completely empty.
Except for all this garbage.
The laboratory had been dismantled, and the bodies of the criminals that the mummy had killed had also disappeared.
They were dismantled as well.
Continuing our search, we hurried to the snake pit. I was awestruck when I realized that the body of Dr. Krupp was no longer down there.
Aww.
Then, to our horror, we discovered that there was a small door in the back wall of the pit, through which the doctor could have escaped.
He was such a large man. How could he?
Obviously, the doctor had escaped. And strangely, I don't think he'd been bitten.
The man's running loose.
So that would mean that the doctor kept trying to come by those articles so that he could locate the treasure.
You're right, my friend. He did just that. He began to bother us a couple of weeks later. It happened quite suddenly, you see. One dark night.
This is the house.
Do you really think this plan of yours is going to work, Doc?
You'll see. Now, I want you to be quiet. Keep still and don't make the slightest noise.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
I wish that you come to my side. Flora, I command you
I think
to
he's
come
using
to me.
Teleflora.
Flora, I command you to come to me.
Use the doorbell.
Doorknob.
Flora, are you listening? Come here to me.
Is he speaking into his glove?
Must be a party line. "976 Flora."
Stand up.
Wear something sheer.
Put on a house coat.
Do not try to fight it. Come here.
Notice you never actually see her get dressed. Open the door this time. Don't walk through it. Good girl.
Well done.
That'll save some repair work.
Hey, close it all the way.
Laura.
Were you born in a barn?
Do not try to fight it. Come here.
Step. 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 Kick. Step. Kick.
Right, left, right, left. Okay, it's all flat from here, Flora. Oh,
She's not falling for it.
no.
She's no pushover. Loud clock. And kettle drum.
Flora, are you listening? I command you to come to me.
I'm coming.
Flora, you ought to do as I command. Come here.
Digging for gold, Bruno?
Okay, Bruno. When she passes in front of the car, honk really loud.
Love me and my deformed friend.
You can hear the waves that are being sent out by that mummy, can you not?
And the guy in the
I know
car.
well that you're able to lead us to him.
Yes, I can.
Then tell us, where is Papoka?
The beer barrel, Papoka?
In the ancient cemetery.
Come with me.
Is the ancient cemetery denominational?
Meanwhile, in the ancient cemetery, they were looking for the mummy. But first, let's kick over some gravestones.
You know, that would make another excellent miniature golf course, like the other movie.
Each hole would be deadly.
That last step is a doozy.
Low overhead.
But grave consequences.
Yikes.
Sorry.
I'll shut you off.
Don't do it.
Come on, Bruno, keep up. And stop picking your nose. Look, Peter Graves.
Who's buried in Peter's grave?
James Arness.
What are you doing here? Answer me! What are you doing here?
We're hitting people.
Come now, Flora.
Must have been a disposable character,
we
I
must
think.
hurry.
Shuffle. Shuffle. Step, step, step.
No need to hurry. The plot will support all of this sort of slowness.
Tigers and bears, oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Lions and See, this will be our new home. You'll see there'll be you and me and Bruno makes 3.
And my little deformed friend.
Is this the place?
Yes.
Not quite. Tell him Sam sent you.
Trying to wake the dead?
It's open. At least carry her across the threshold.
Sure, I'm glad Flora wore her phosphorescent dress.
Don't you know that's the curse of the mummy crow?
Curse of the mummy?
Yeah, it's not being able to dress when you rob a grave.
I hate that. I've had this dream before. I'm in my pajamas. I'm in a crypt. I'm being chased by a big banana.
Oh man, his face looks like cottage cheese. He looks like a diet plate.
You devil. You stinking devil. Oh, I'd like to chop your rotten flesh to pieces.
Bruno, stop letting hate run your life.
Great to do so.
Who's he hiding his face
it's not
from?
Possible now.
His agent, I
I'm going
think.
to make my experiment. So we must wait.
Wait. When I got so much hate eaten down deep inside of my guts, you ain't got no idea what it is to live like
Oh
this.
man, look, they
Hiding myself
taped
from
plastic
everyone
puke
and
to his
everything.
face.
Just because of that stinking monster.
Your face could hold a 3-day rain, Bruno.
I promise you that he'll be destroyed. But give me time. Just a little time. It won't be too long before you can have your revenge. Let me get the breastplate first, the bracelet.
Looks like it's scabbed over nicely.
And yet so far, because I can't touch them. It's too dangerous to do it. He'll wake up in an instant and destroy us.
Sounds okay to me.
But I'll get them back. I swear it. No matter how long it takes me. You devilish mummy.
He looks like Mr. French.
Line?
Come on, we better go now. We'll be needing a lot of time if the plan I have is going to work out.
Anything you say.
Cannon will be used against you.
Come, Flora.
Wow, a lot of good acting in that scene. Joel, what was the point of this little scene here?
I don't know. I think they were just staking out a location to come and shoot here later when they had something meaningful to do.
Oh.
You know, I really dig you, hon. Can I call you again?
Think you'll kiss her now or wait till he gets to the door?
It's always better policy to kiss on the steps.
Or by the car.
Or under
Now
the
listen
car.
to me
Or
well,
on the
Flora.
mouth.
Ew.
You go up to your room, and you go to sleep. And when you awaken, you act quite normally.
You will be
And you won't
refreshed and
recall a thing.
invigorated.
Do you understand? You won't recall a thing. Now walk.
Like an Egyptian.
Go on.
Bruno, do that thing with the car horn again. I love that bit. She falls for it every time. I've done this scene before, only at night.
I feel pretty.
Well,
Oh,
good
so
morning.
pretty.
Good morning, sweetheart.
You must have been very tired. We were waiting down here to have breakfast with you. We could both eat a horse.
Bacon and eggs, like always? Nothing for me, Maria. I have a terrible headache, dear.
What's that you've got on your gown?
It's all dirty.
Looks like
That's
dead, dried
funny.
flesh.
You've been down in the cellar.
No, sweetheart. I don't know.
But look at your slippers. They're all muddy.
And you pitted out your gown.
Come on, what have you been up to?
Just cavorting with
Nothing.
mummies all night.
It's funny. These are new slippers. I just bought them. And now they're dirty.
And so are
I
you.
think you went out last night.
No. After I took my bath, I went to bed because I was tired.
Yes, but you got up later on, didn't you?
I did?
Who's the kid?
No.
Yes, because I woke up a couple of times and you were not in bed.
No, you're mistaken, darling. I assure you I
Get
didn't
that
leave
kid
my
out
bed
of
for a
there.
second.
You went out last night. Honest, Mom.
Come on, let's forget the whole thing for now, all right?
Floyd looks confused.
Remember, she has a great imagination. Tell me, has your headache passed?
No. I'm going to lie down for a while. Excuse me, please.
And I don't like the smell of this conversation.
You children go out and have your breakfast.
Yes, Daddy.
Come on, Picada, I want to talk to you.
Oh, boy, what a liar you are. You shut your big mouth. You're the liar.
You can't even act yourself out of a paper bag. You'll never work in Coral Gables again.
I'm very worried. This attitude that we've observed in Flora is not normal. What's more, I'm afraid that the bat has something to do with this.
Maybe she should
Then you
choke
really
up on
think
it a
that
little
child
bit.
was telling the truth about it? And that her mother got up and went out?
Yes, it's quite probable.
But Flora insisted she didn't leave her bed for a second.
Because she can't recall anything. When she got up last night, she was sleeping.
I don't understand it. It seems impossible.
I'll tell you what I think. She was hypnotized and could be under post-hypnotic suggestion. So it seems to me that the bat controls her from a distance.
With sonar.
It's logical.
What a sleuth.
This strange attitude in Flora indicated that unscrupulous villain Krupp made her leave the house during the night.
But where did they go to?
Can't you guess what he's trying to do?
No.
You certainly know what he's after. The breastplate.
And besides that, the bracelet.
And the snappy Coco Chanel pantsuit.
Then you think that she was made to go along with Krupp, and he wanted her to guide him to find the mummy.
Exactly, and you and I must go there. I'm going to find out if that scoundrel stole those objects.
But that'll be difficult. You can't investigate without any clues.
Floyd's a great barber, but not a very good detective.
Yes.
Neither of them are very good actors.
Well, that goes without saying.
He smokes very well, though.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Suppose we took her slippers to the laboratory to have that mud analyzed. That could help us, don't you think?
I can tell you what kind of slippers they are.
Yes, that might just be the solution. We'll take them, but I don't think she should find out. We'd better do it all in secret.
Yeah. Secret.
We'll get in disguise. We'll be women.
Yes, no, I'm quite sure. It's embedded in the dirt.
They're slippers.
Of course, it's a small quantity, Doctor, but your suspicions are correct. They're pieces of marble.
You're sure it's marble?
Marble?
Can you identify its source? Is it
Cat's
special
eye.
kind?
No, it isn't, but it's a fine quality.
Classy.
It might be a Carrara marble, I can say that.
Maybe a Puri.
It's used in the construction of mausoleums, as far as I know.
Oh.
Thank you.
She went out late at night and played marbles. What could it mean? Meanwhile, back at the other set.
Fortunately, it was still lit.
This is the last cemetery. We've seen all the others. If we don't find anything here, we'd better forget about it.
Hello there.
Well
Good evening.
acted, Floyd.
Tell me, are you the watchman here?
Yes, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Oh, yes. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
We'd like to know if you've seen anything strange the last few weeks or more recently. Anything very suspicious in or around the cemetery pertaining to one of the graves.
Just the film crew.
Are you from the police?
Yes, that's right, my friend, and we're after a very dangerous criminal whom we suspect has been hiding in one of the cemeteries around the city.
Well, the fact is, something pretty doggone curious did happen. Just 2 nights ago, I was surprised to run into a young woman here wearing a kind of white robe. She seemed to be asleep, and 2 men entered the grounds with her.
He's not
And
going to
when I asked them
flashback,
who
is
they
he?
were, one of the guys slugged me, and they left me out cold here
How do
on
you
the
think
ground.
I got this swell hat?
Then we'll be taking a look around the grounds.
You can do anything you want. Anything you want.
You're the police.
Don't touch him, he's filthy.
You see, I was right. At last, we're on the trail.
Now, the tough part is yet
No,
to
you're on
come,
my foot.
because we've got to walk around till we find the mummy.
Look, we'd better separate now. Go that way, Pinkate. I'll go over
Separate?
But I
Go
love
on.
you.
Ow. Dean. Don't li- Wow, wow. Hey. Oh, scared and mommy and whoa.
Oh, very bad. Oh, oh, Dino. Oh.
Lions and tigers and
tree
wow.
Oh.
Scared and tree and whoa. Mrs. Mormon shots. Oh.
Dino.
Hey.
Oh. Oh, beware all who enter. Whoa.
Ham. Whoa. Whoa, Dean.
Dino.
Where are you? Wow.
Jerry, where are you? I can't find you. Come on, Jerry, where are you? Come on. Say something to me, boy.
Dean, over here.
Oh, there you are. Quit horsing around. We got a mummy to find.
Edward, come here.
What happened?
We better get
I'm
out
getting
of
out of here.
Wow, Joel.
Hope those dogs aren't around.
Come on.
They're in the crypt. Demon dogs everywhere. What to do? They're scaring me.
You got all that stuff off you, Crow?
Yes, I did. Great idea.
Look, the breastplate and the bracelet.
They didn't take it.
All this I've just told you occurred almost 5 years ago. We visited the crypt from time to time to take a look at the mummy, with its breastplate and its bracelet, too.
And the snappy Coco Chanel pantsuit.
You know, he disappeared from sight. Then, just a couple of days ago, we read an article that is very interesting. We were profoundly surprised by it. According to the article, a couple of nights before, a cadaver had been robbed from the amphitheater.
Abracadabra?
And the individual who did it was the bat, of course.
Yes. In the beginning, we had some doubts, since the man who had been attacked couldn't offer us a description of his assailants. But later on, our suspicions were confirmed.
Don't play with that.
Yesterday, there was a burglary in the Radiology Institute. The thieves took a machine that uses radium. They also stole a brain out of a laboratory.
Excellent.
This time, the police were able to identify the crooks as the Bat and all his band.
We're covering a plot hole with asphalt here.
Are there any good clues, Doctor?
Lead is the only metal capable of resisting radiation. Lead material in this city is handled by many wholesalers. After visiting the first 3 or 4...
They got to the right one.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We're sorry to be a bother to you, but is it just possible that lately you sent out a large shipment of lead? Could you give me that information?
In the last 2 days?
Or it could be a week, more or less.
Let me
5
check.
years, maybe.
We keep a record of our shipments in this book.
Why, yes, we sent a lead balloon to the writers of this film.
Yes, here it is. Exactly 5 days ago, we made delivery of 20 plates of lead shielding 4 inches in width to number 22 Shade Street.
To a man called the Bat.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
I can't believe he told us.
We were investigating for days. At last we got the address. I think that Bat had made his hideout there, or his laboratory.
Or his nest.
Well, I don't see why this thieving Dr. Krupp would go to the effort of stealing radium, a complete human brain, and also the body of some man.
He's nuts.
Do you recall that the Bat once told Flora that he was working on a new experiment?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the explanation.
Oh.
It's possible. But there's no doubt that Dr. Krupp and his criminals are planning to cause trouble.
That's
Certainly,
what
that's
criminals
also
do
my
best.
Now I'll tell you why I called you here tonight, gentlemen. Because you both are scientists.
And we
you'll
like
be able to
boring
comment
stuff.
The situation. Just in case we end up being murdered.
You mean to say you two are thinking of going there without taking the police along?
Yes, because you see, we're still not sure that that's the Bat's laboratory. And the police still don't have much faith in us because of what happened before.
They just need to check for bat droppings.
Flora,
Guano?
in case we're not back here at the house by 3 in the morning, I'm leaving it up to you to call the police.
Sell everything.
Let's
Hey,
kiss.
watch it, watch it.
Lights.
Looks painful.
Betty Crocker Test Kitchens.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it forms 3 creamy layers. No, wait. 3 layers. A creamy layer, a gelatinous layer, and... Damn it, I must find that formula!
Pop rocks seem to be moving along nicely. And those M&Ms are almost done.
Oh my God, he's torn apart the Michelin Man. Bip, buddy, it's us. Pull yourself together. Oh, how horrible. He even slashed his spare.
Freeze, you two.
This looks like it was shot with the security camera.
Oh, it's crater
Dr. Armada. What a pleasant surprise.
Bruno?
No, Kitty Carlisle. Who do you think it is?
A souvenir of the mummy. The boss is going to be very happy to say hello to you two again. Come along.
This is the kind of film you won't put on pause when you leave the room.
It encourages you to go to get a sandwich.
Boss,
Kind of like TV repellent.
look what I found out in front.
Dr. Armada and his shadow. This is a pleasant surprise, gentlemen. After
I'm
such
not
a
a
long time,
shadow.
I come face to face with such good friends. Exactly where did you find them?
Out in the shop there, looking around.
I offer you my congratulations, because you are magnificent detectives. Did anyone else come with them?
Nobody else. I saw them when they drew up in the automobile, alone.
Bruno, aren't you going to attend our guests
You
the
goof.
way they deserve? Go fetch chairs for the gentlemen.
Sure, right away.
Electric
Yeah.
chairs.
Tell me, how's your beautiful and charming wife, Dr. Armada? I learned about your marriage, and I admit it's a bit late to say it, but receive my congratulations.
And take this toaster and fondue set as a gift.
How are you these days? Are you still the champion of right? There's no doubt about it, and I'm glad.
No, I'm just a shadow.
Come
Jerk.
over here.
Start the music.
They're playing musical chairs.
How horrible. Next they'll be pinning the tail on something.
Who would have thought?
That you'd be here at the moment to witness this, because you're about to see something that will astonish you, truly unbelievable. When you feast your eyes on this, I don't doubt that you'll be amazed, Doctor, and you'll be the first to congratulate me.
Bet it's a
Frankly,
robot.
I'm happy that you came here to
Quiet is
visit us,
building.
Dr. Armada.
I'm sorry.
You're a man who is basically an intellectual, and that's why you'll be able to understand.
But you heard inside.
Greatness of my
You're
invention.
basically an overeater.
I think you remember that time we met. Since then, I've worked day and night without resting for a minute. And during all that hectic time, I explored powers that no one else knows. All those great mysteries, the very basis of creation.
Then that means that you defy all the limits that were put down by God.
There are
Maybe.
certain secrets that we could explore and discover rapidly.
I'm just toying with
And
God's
that's why
laws.
it's such a shame that fear impedes us so, Dr. Amata.
You're completely mad and ignorant also.
Thank you.
Every mad scientist has one of these speeches.
Don't you respect research at all? Don't you want to learn to know why a body functions? I do. And at last I found the cause. Take a look at this heart that's beating. It lives. It lives and pulsates because I gave it life. And if I can give life...
Doesn't have very good rhythm, though.
Why can't I give it to the bodies that are damned to death?
And why can't you give it to the script?
No one can possibly imagine how I worked. When I dug in the mud with these hands and entered tombs, I tortured many animals with pleasure to find the answers.
Remember
Answers
the
to
unfortunate
man's
push me,
existence.
pull you.
You're insane, do you know?
I decided to create a man. A breathing body. A real man. And I have made that dream come true. There you have the greatest creation of man's intelligence.
Cool.
A human robot, Doctor. Tonight I'm going to find out. Tonight I'm going to put it to the supreme test.
The Cosmos Sex Quiz?
I'll activate the creature.
But this is monstrous, Doctor.
If it lives, then my triumph will be complete, Dr. Amata. Because I'll get the treasure. And I'll be rich.
Shut up.
This thing I created has enormous power. And you'll watch it. Now then, life for the robot.
The only thing diabolical about this guy is his acting.
Doctor, watch this.
That would make a really excellent miniature golf course.
Do I detect a theme?
I don't know.
Robot, yay.
I'm just seeing miniature golf courses.
Cool.
Who's got the line? Line, please.
Don't you think it would be better?
Robot, Scarface, Lightbulb, Floyd, Robot, Doctor, good shot of me.
Do you have any jumper cables in your car or something? It's not working.
2:30 already.
Don't you think it would be better to call the police now?
I don't know what to do.
No. Let's
You just
all
pick
wait
up the
till
phone
3
and
a.m.
dial.
and respect the doctor's wishes.
Suppose they're in danger.
Another good shot of me.
Good shot of the robot.
Nobody's moving. I think that's a different
Bad shot of
emotion,
him.
though.
The table's moving. The table's a better actor than anyone.
They're all made out of the same material, wood. Somebody move.
Laugh or something. Squeeze it out.
Come on, Floyd.
Bruno? Robot? Chain, chain, chain.
He's so powerful. You think that's funny?
This is great, Doctor! The greatest invention!
That's your coffee maker.
It's not so great. It doesn't have knees.
You can see it standing there. You can see it standing there.
You can see it standing there. A marvelous machine, a tribute to the great intelligence of man. A human robot. With this shining creature, no human being on this earth can oppose me. Do you
Wait, a
understand?
human robot? There's a flaw right there.
Do you know what could have happened to
Only
you right
bits
now?
of it are human.
Had I not diminished the electric force, the current that makes him move, and that is contained in this apparatus? With the slightest twist
Floyd
of
is
time,
stunned.
You two would have been converted into atomic dust instantaneously. Because the robot utilizes radium and has sufficient power to disintegrate anything in the world. Right. It beats the mummy. Bruno, prepare the special plates. The lead will shoot my truck.
Bring the good
Hurry,
china.
time is flying. Tonight, my robot has to make a visit, you know. In a certain cemetery.
Rapid oil
What
change.
time? 10 minutes to 3. I told you there's no time to lose, Bruno.
We have a
Hurry,
commercial.
get
Bruno.
going.
I want the police. It's urgent. Headquarters, I want to talk to the chief of police.
3 o'clock
I
and
want you
all's
to
hell.
stop and think about this. A new kind of world. An army of robots obeying me.
Hey, look, we got the point, but this is great. We gotta go, okay?
Sheep obeying my orders. A new theory that man has not dared imagine.
That would make you a shepherd.
I'll make some more. Maybe 1,000. Now that I know how, the rest is easy.
Oh, you're too low. Go 1,000,000.
The treasure of the Aztecs. That's why tonight the mummy will give me what I want.
Corn?
This
It's all
guy
set.
snapped a twig.
Fine. You
I
two
think
will
the whole
stay
branch came down.
here. Guard our distinguished friends. They mustn't get away. They're an extremely important cog in my plan.
Great. First I'm a shadow,
I'm sorry
now I'm
that
a
I can't
cog.
take you along, but you'd only get underfoot. But I'll return.
Floyd's got to take medicine every 2 hours. Can he go?
That I could destroy the mummy. And with the gold breastplate and bracelet in my hands, you'll begin once more to translate the hieroglyphics.
Jesus, he long-winded.
This time you're helpless because no one knows you're here,
Shut up.
Dr. Amara.
Time for Bruno's
brother.
electrolysis. What's he gonna do?
He's going to
Coochie,
pad
coochie,
his
coo.
part.
Dick York as the mummy.
No, that's the robot.
Oh, the robot, sorry. And I think it might be Dick Sargent anyway.
I'm Milton, your brand new son. Put your right foot in, you put your right foot out.
You do the roby pokey and you turn yourself about.
Your head is filled with electrodes.
It makes you want to shout.
And that's what it's all about.
Hey!
Right foot in.
I don't have any feet, Joel.
Oh.
The fun's over.
Oh, we're to the new place.
Oh.
Let's hurry. I'm afraid for their lives.
You're afraid for your lives.
I'm afraid for your career.
You call that a career?
You know, I can't help but think that that robot would be excellent on a miniature golf course.
Stop it!
Looks like a coffee maker.
Krupp's coffee maker.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Way to go.
This is for Andy. Can you do your Floyd voice?
Yes. Yes. Oh, the robot's very...
All right, Floyd. Hey, cut it out.
That's for MP. That's for Opie. That's for Goober.
Oh, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses?
Where are my glasses?
They're on your face.
There they are. Yes. Oh.
Great comic actor.
Poor Bip, the Michelin Man.
Laura,
What happened here?
Chief, you can arrest those 2 men there in the other room.
Come on.
Dr. the Bat has gone to the tomb where the mummy is. Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
What's that?
out of 10.
Yes.
Hey guys, guess whose history in this scene?
Juan Valdez?
Bingo.
Yeah. Use the robot.
I'll myrtleize him.
Let's see, I'll put this on broil.
It's a decoy.
Must have been a smoking jacket.
Well, immolation is the sincerest form of flattery. I read that in a book.
Hurry, Bruno! Take the breastplate and bracelet off of him!
Yes.
Well, I think we're about to see the namesake of this movie.
At last I'm going to have
The
my
robot
revenge.
versus the mummy.
I'm in for 20 on the robot.
I don't know, that mummy's got a real nice speed. Amazing snake-like accuracy, too.
He does a hell of a soft shoe, too.
He's the Aztec of 1001 holds.
This scene is closed caption for the speed impaired.
He moves like George Burns.
He'll put you in the sleeper hold. He just breathes on you.
This whole movie's a sleeper hold.
Take 2 of these and a glass of water and you'll sleep like a baby.
I couldn't take 2 of these.
This one feels like a suppository.
Let's kiss.
It's like professional wrestling in slow motion. It's like professional acting in slow motion, too.
You know, what if that the bat was trying to fool everybody and he's just got a guy in that suit? It's not really a robot at all.
That couldn't happen.
Makes you think, though.
I don't know, once that robot gets into gear, you're really going to see him kick some Aztec.
Ooh. Oh, oh, that's something he hadn't counted on. All mummies carry pliers.
He didn't put up much of a fight at all.
Oh, mummy, hold me.
I think it's really the human part of him that's failing.
Well, the human side likes the rich taste, but the robot in him loves the frosty goodness.
Whoa.
This isn't a cereal, is it?
Oh yeah, the other one was a cereal. Oh, hold me.
Joel?
Right in the Adam's apple.
I looked up anticlimax in the dictionary, and it said, see Aztec Mummy.
So constipation.
No, that looks
duty.
real. Yeah, I think that's real.
I didn't know Billy Barty was in this.
He's got a small part. Ah!
Those 2 had to die.
Thank God Flora's here.
Hopoka, in memory of the great love that once existed between us,
Oh, hi.
stop all this death and destruction.
Before your skin went
Take
bad.
these objects that are yours to guard and go back to the grave of our ancestors, where we should never have interrupted your eternal
And never darken this
peace.
film again.
Joel? Isn't that a demon dog? Joel?
Demon dog?
Joel, how many feet? Thank you.